Hi, my name is Paul Morris with Assembly Care Ministries. I wanted to share something with you that I learned this last year. Did you know that there's a group of individuals known as the Stewards Ministry Chaplaincy Program? And they're commended workers from around the United States that are federally recognized so that they can serve in the capacity of chaplains around North America. Now, this is in hospitals, prisons, and one of the things that really encouraged my heart was that they're also in the armed forces. Now, let me tell you something about the chaplains in the armed forces. See, to be a chaplain in the armed forces, you have to have a MDiv degree. But you also have to be recognized by a recognized religious organization. That means that in order to be a chaplain in the U.S. Armed Forces, you need an organization that will say, yes, they are a minister with us. Well, the Stewards Ministry Chaplaincy Program is able to do that for the Plymouth Brethren Assemblies. But there are many, many other types of chaplains in the armed forces, and not all of them are equal. I'll give you an example. I had a friend who was telling me about a funeral that was being performed at his unit. It was for a service member who had PTSD and had committed suicide. It was an awful time, and everybody was struggling a little bit and discouraged. The chaplain got up on the platform and he proceeded to lay down a trail of blame, saying, "This is your fault," and so on and so forth. Not only did he treat this wrong in just about every respect, he also did not bring up the gospel. And so he failed in his prime regard as a minister of the Word of God because he did not speak the truth of the Lord to these hurting men and women. I sat and listened to that and I thought, why couldn't this have been one of the good ones? See, there are good chaplains. And these who are commended from the assemblies, who are able to get into the chaplaincy program with the military, they're positioning themselves in such a way that they're going to be present during some of the most difficult life events that these men and women will ever face. They are able to be there during formative times that the Lord is bringing into their lives, and they're able to speak the gospel openly and freely to these men and women. What an incredible assurance to have if you have spent time in the military yourself, or if you have family or friends in the military, to know that there are actually commended workers working actively in the U.S. military for those individuals. I'm going to be releasing interviews of these chaplains and some of the things that they have found in the military and some of the experiences they had leading up to their becoming chaplains. I'm going to share some excerpts right here, and then over the coming weeks I'm going to be releasing full videos if you're interested in watching those. I think you'll be gratified if you do. Thanks for your time.
Perfectly black, and a Marine comes up and shines his red flashlight under his nose and says, "Hey, chaplain, is that you?"
Already left. For safety's sake, they had gone at a time different than what had been established. So we went back to the motel, and just in not a very deep sleep, I saw angelic beings on every side of the plane, huge angelic beings just plowing along the side of the plane, and I knew he was being taken care of.
He'd been shot center mass, it missed every major organ and went out his side and blew out part of his arm. I went into his room and I said, "Zach, do you know who I am?" He's like, "Yeah, you're my chaplain." I mean, he was just wide awake, knew what was going on. And I said, "Zach, do you know where I'm from?" Because we were all Iowa guys. He goes, "No." I said, "I'm from Oskaloosa." I told Zach, I said, your grandmother told me on Wednesday to tell you that she's praying for you.
There's an element there where you literally are with people who are a heartbeat away from heaven.
And so soon we're starting to notice, as I went to go visit my guys, that we're having people that are turning from
notional heat casualties and injuries to becoming real casualties where they were suffering from heat exhaustion. And so then I'm going back and getting my medics and coming, and we're treating as many as we can. I'm grabbing those, putting them in my vehicle and taking them over to the real medics who are out there also training, and now they get to do their real job. And just ministering to these, and they see how much you really care for them when the real authorities and the others